Hey everybody, I am Velocirix, and we're back for part 6 of the Greek Takeover game. Just to give a brief recap, we are now 7 turns, 7 years into the war. We have been fighting mostly a defensive action, killed a couple of groups of guys in the kill floor we made here. We had a brief experiment with the Navy where we tried to we had some ships we upgraded to Dromans, sank a couple of his Triremes, but then he showed up in force with like a dozen different ships, and we are going to lose this one next turn. And we retreated, ran our other ships to safety to preserve what navy we have. And this actually was very revealing. I'm going to make a change to some cities over here before I end this turn. Um, One thing that we learned is that Assyria has a significant chunk of their military strength, which, by the way, is now showing as lesser than our own, tied up in naval units. So if we just ignore their naval units, then we render useless a large chunk of their existing military might. And with that in mind, I'm going to shift gears again. And I had queued up a number of Dromans to augment our fleet. And I think I'm going to back burner that plan for now because we don't want to spend an inordinate amount of resources building uh, a navy sufficiently large to threaten them on the sea. I would rather put our resources into land troops. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll queue up some conscripts here, and we'll leave the Droman mostly complete in the build queue, and we'll get back to it later. But I think now is not the time. So we've got some partially built ships, and that's fine. We can have partially built ships. But in the meanwhile, I think I want uh, to focus all of our city production on the matter at hand, which is let's focus on the land forces. And I set these to building conscripts because they require growth, not civics or training. And so all of the civics and the training points that these cities produce is now going to our top line, and we're desperately low on civics. Originally, I had thought, well, maybe I could rush build a couple of more Dromans and kind of equalize things, but we don't have the civics to do any rushing anyway. And honestly, yeah, given that we are now uh, relatively stronger than the Assyrians, I think we should keep doing what's winning the war for us and not try to add um, a naval dimension to it, at least not right now. So we'll shift gears away from that. Um, we when at the last tail end of the video, Assyria had come out with 2 siege towers, which we used a number of our assets to eliminate. And there is a chance that he will counterattack these units. And again, if he does that, we're not going to stand and fight here. We're going to pull back and retreat. And so we can continue fighting under the umbrella of our onager coverage. And the other noteworthy development is that for the first time in the war, Uh, he has begun to at least explore the idea of sending troops through the mountain pass to threaten our capital. And he now sees that we've got troops over here. He did kind of the same thing that we've been doing with our conscripts. He put this guy kind of out here as kind of bait, as a lure to see if we would come attack it. And then this onager is unlimbered and ready to fire. You can tell that by the little symbol there. So if we had put troops here to attack, then his onager would have been able to fire at those positions. So we're not doing that, but we are rapidly approaching the point where we're going to be transitioning to an offensive stance. Now, that's going to take some more time yet. We're not ready for that yet, but we are getting there. I think I'm just gonna. This is an artisan conscript, so we'll just leave him here because I had moved him out to use him as bait somewhere else. So we'll do that. We will keep everybody on station and where they are supposed to be. We'll fortify where we need to. They can stay here to be ready to serve as bait in the future. He's going to fortify. And yeah, we're basically done. Okay, let's see what Assyria does, and I'll get the chart ready for round 8. I have a notebook. I'm keeping track of exactly what we lose and what Assyria loses. So I know we're going to lose a Droman on the Assyrian turn. I'm just going to go ahead and mark it because that's a foregone conclusion. He's got it surrounded down southeast of the Megara Gulf, and he's going to finish that ship off. There's no way he's not going to do that. So we will start the round with a loss for sure. But I think we're probably only about 3 or 4 years away from uh, taking the offensive. Yeah, okay. So he's going to come out here and maybe even score a kill. Ooh, probably score a kill. Yes, definitely score a kill. So we're going to lose cavalry, or horsemen. Okay, and that's we're leaving. We're not going to stick around for that. We can beat these guys, but I don't want to fight. I don't want to play his game. So we're not going to fight on terrain that is largely favorable to him. We are simply going to pull back. And he saw what he wanted to see uh, up in the Pyrenean Mountains, and he's going to pull back. And now he's going to bring more guys in. Oh, he's going to really All right, well, we're definitely pulling back. Yeah, we ain't sticking around for that. Because see, right now, all of his troops over in the kill floor, they're outside of our the range of our onagers. So he's got all the advantages and we have none. Oh, bring that elephant all the way down here. Come on, bring it. No, that's lame. Okay, he's bringing up a lot of conscripts. So he's I think that's proof positive that he's running out of guys. If he had more better troops, he would be bringing better troops, but he doesn't. So we'll make him think that he's winning on the kill floor, and uh, we'll run. Okay. Heraclea has some rebels that we have to deal with. We're gonna give a succession. Well, our relations with Babylon are very good. I'm not going to get lavish about it. Power of the purse. We need to save our money in case we need it for uh, stuff like this. Yeah, let's take it. All right, our spy master has died. Well, that's a pity because he was damn good. Uh, we get zero point 0.8 orders plus science plus a modest boost in family opinion if we, well, and they're already totally tickled with us. So, okay, let's do that. We'll get a quarry cooking. Uh, okay, we'll come up here and get a quarry cooking. We're actually getting fairly close to having enough stone to build one of those uh, legendary wonders. So that will be quite nice. Okay. So here, yeah, let's reestablish our defensive line. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll there. Trap's been reset. If he wants to press forward, he can. We made it look like we were scared of him, ran away. I think we will now. If I can kill this guy without doing any damage whatsoever to my... Okay, so we got... Can you... Oh, you can reach out and touch him. Well, let's do that. Okay. We'll heal you up. Can we kill you with 2 onagers and a longbow? Oh, and that was a spearman that we killed earlier. So we killed 1 spear and 1 longbow. So pretty even exchange. We lost a Droman and a Horseman. We killed a Spearman and a Longbow. I don't know that we necessarily want to do... Oh, we had a Heraclea. We had a... Yeah, a something, something. So we got like a Horseman. Okay. Do I have a Spearman handy somewhere up in the defense force? If he's in range, maybe. I don't. Do I have a Swordsman? Nobody can reach. That's the problem. Nobody can reach. Okay. Well, we'll give him 1 shot on the city or one of our units. We'll just hit him with the 2 conscripts. Dude, hit him. Come on, the computer's being all laggy ass again. And I'm going to pause for a minute because Buddy is looking for food and he's digging in the trash can. 1 second. Okay, cat break. So Buddy has been fed. He's not going to starve now. Let's see. We're going to just freeze you in place. Same thing, freeze you in place. Same thing. And our ships are just going to let them stay right where they are. Okay, so I don't think, well, hang on. And we can't, yeah, because we've already influenced her. I think we're going to send her some ivory that we just got. Okay, and that helps. All right. That was an expensive way to get some extra relationship points, but our families are pretty happy right now. So, yeah, let's just use the resources that we have, and we happen to have ivory, so off it goes. So we're now gearing up for year number 9 of the conflict. Let's see what the Assyrians, okay, they're going to pull back too. Nice. Okay. We're going to lose nothing this year. And it doesn't look like we're going to kill anything this year either, because maybe, I don't know, maybe. Okay. So we're going to play a little, uh, we're going to play a little bit with the fleet here. Oh, he's coming. He's coming in force. Wow. Okay. Not really sure what you planning on doing with all them boats, but okay. Show off. He's a show off. I don't know that we can kill uh, any of his stuff, even if we concentrated all of our firepower on a single trireme. I don't know that we could. I don't know that we could take it out, but maybe we'll see. Okay, we did not enact monetary reform because we suck. We will give. So no, we're not going to do that. What's this? Trade wood for orders. So Persia gives us 2.4 orders, and we give them 20 wood. Yeah. Okay. So he did take a swipe at Heraclea, the barbarian or the mercenary, whatever hoo-ha thing. So we're gonna have to repair the walls. We'll just interrupt the archive and do a repair mission, which is down here somewhere. Repair, yes, please. Okay, so that's done. And we'll go ahead and finish killing this guy off. Maybe. Come on, kill him. Thank you, thank you. All right, and we'll heal this guy. Okay. And I think that's our only interior thing that we have going on. How far can this little guy get? What can he do? Okay, well he can come up to here, and that is exactly what he will do. Uh, and I think I will build another one of those in the capital. Yeah, for the same reason. I know I can build a swordsman or these other troops about the same speed or faster, but I want all of the capitals, training points, and civics to go to my top line. So we're just going to build another conscript. Zoroastrian praise. I would like to have that, but we've been taking some pretty big legitimacy hits. So yeah, I think we're gonna not do that. And we are gonna build another farm because we're having a kind of a perpetual food shortage at this point. And part of that is because city population takes food, and of course, certain troops take food, and so yeah, our food needs have grown over time, and we don't really have a ton of food specials that we can tap into. So we're a little bit on the, looking for new places to farm is kind of a perpetual thing for us. All right, we'll get busy building another quarry. Now, the question becomes, well, now we got this weird naval thing going on down here. So let's start by opening up with the onager that's down here in the area. And let's just see if we attack this bastard with like everything we have, could we kill it? I mean, is that a thing we could do? Maybe. It's looking more likely. Yeah, we can totally kill it. And this is a Bireme. Okay, so we killed a Bireme. A fairly decorated Bireme. One Bireme sent to the bottom. Okay, good. Well, that's one less. Now, I'm curious to see, like, just in he got troops built. Okay, so yeah, he's back to similar, but we knew that was going to happen because he just switched to uh, weaker. So just the natural, oh hey, I got some new troops trained and all that shit, and so yeah, he's back to similar, and we're probably going to see that shift, uh, two or three or four times more times because it, he's right there on the line until we have another big where we slaughter five or six of his guys at a go. We're right there on the edge, and so we're going to see more of that. So now the question is, I mean, we're basically ready. Then we could potentially begin some offensive operations, and I'm kind of happy to leave these guys here because if he wants to keep nickeling and diming these guys, I mean, eventually they're going to get hurt enough that we'll have to pull some back and heal them up, and then rotate some fresh troops in to continue the onslaught. But if we can kill one of these ships a turn, hell yeah, let's do it. That's going to slowly grind his naval strength down, and then we'll be able to maybe build a couple of more Dromans and drop out, and the guys we have on the coast combined with our fleet, and we can, kill some more stuff. And sure, that sounds good. So yeah, if he wants to make himself a target, we'll keep doing that. We didn't lose anybody, and he lost somebody, so yeah, that's fine. Uh, but here, I think at this point, if we want something to happen, we're gonna have to start making some noise because I think he's now weak enough that he's a little bit leery of approaching our really formidable defensive line. So I think we need to try to draw him out a little bit. And to do that, I think we should probably reposition. So, like, for example, maybe move, like we'll put a pikeman here and fortify him. We'll bring a swordsman up to here and fortify him. We'll bring another pikeman up to here and fortify him. We'll bring our onager up to the hill and unlimber him. And we can reposition our longbow to here, right? So we've got 4 infantry blocking off the pass. We've got 3 longbow and an onager providing supporting fire. We have a white rabbit and we have a horseman to attack targets of opportunity. So, yeah, let's start with that and let's see what he does uh, in response. Now, I'm not saying that next year we're just going to charge into the valley, cross these hills and charge into the valley and start causing all sort of a ruckus. I mean, we might. It depends on what he does. But we're at least going to let him know that we ain't going to be sitting around forever. And I see. Do I have a scout up here anywhere? No, I don't. I have a scout. And no, I don't. I have a scout up here, but he can't. He can't actually get. Okay, so I see an onager up here that's not. Uh, he's not unlimbered. I can't reach him. Okay. Okay. That's very good to know. And it looks like this is a pass. So if he's got guys back here, they could come and he could try to surround us. Also good to know. And do I have a conscript. And that's it. Okay, well the conscript counts as a garrison as long as he's anywhere inside the capital's territory. So I am actually going to move the conscript all the way up here. Now that's not much of a reserve, but overall, I mean, counting the 2 conscripts we have, overall, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 guys. I see 2. up here. Plus, he's got some guys here. But there's a catch. So I mean, he does have the manpower in the area that he could seriously threaten this force. But the catch is, if he does that, if he moves in force against this new position, then next year we are going to come screaming up out of Thebes and we'll be all up in his business. So, you know, that's going to really complicate both of our lives. It's going to complicate my life for sure, but is absolutely going to complicate Assyria's life. So we'll move there. It's kind of provocative. We'll see what, if anything, he does. And I think I think that is all I want to do. I don't think I want to. I want to save the rest of my orders so that next turn, if we have to do any wild and crazy shenanigans, we can pull that off. But yeah, I think we're we're basically good. Oh, we got a promotion here. Well, by all means, give us a higher chance to crit. Okay, and this guy has one order left. I think I'm going to pull him back to. I mean, this chariot could still come up here and attack this longbow. But yeah, I think I'm going to pull him back here with the rest of my guys. Okay, let's see what he do. I think this next turn, this turn that we're in now, is going to be a very interesting year. And I'll go ahead and get the chart ready. So for year 10, and us and Assyria. Well, what are they going to do? Okay, so he apparently didn't like getting the crap beat out of him by ground pounding forces. So he pulling back and he's spending a lot of orders to do that. I mean, he has a lot of orders, so that's fine. He has way more orders than we do. Okay, so a little bit of reshuffling of the dudes. Here come an elephant. Oh yeah, make a piecemeal attack. Go ahead, make a piecemeal attack on me. They got 2 more siege towers. Oh, and he gonna send one up. Red Rover, Red Rover. Send your siege tower right over. Okay, we surrender. He's bringing a conscript up. That's the game. We can't beat him. Okay, and he unlimbered that one catapult back there, so we got to keep that in mind for, whatever else occurs. All right, so he dinged one of my swordsmen, and I have an answer for that. I have a pike up there, so we can crush that elephant. Okay, God's consort has died. Okay, well, God's consort culture. What is that even like? What does that do? Can I see that? If I do this, does that show me what Hang on. How do I, is it, that's 2 culture per year plus, oh, uh, well, shit, yeah, okay. Oh, I don't like this event. Yeah. Oh, maybe the options have changed because, uh, yeah, okay. Uh, I'm going to lose the legitimacy. I don't, people plotting against me is, yeah, okay. So we just took 5 more legitimacy hit. Hate it, but there's uh, nothing to be done for it. Okay, we'll take the money. And that's actually, he's got a bad wisdom, so okay. That we're we're fine with that. Uh, we still don't have enough stone, although okay, like this. What would it cost me to we would need 400 civics, which we don't have anyway. Okay. Well, uh let's build let's build a university and get civics plus science. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that took us further away from our stone goal, but you know, what you gonna do? The opportunity to build a university comes along. You take it. So we did. Hey, let's build another quarry. Because one day, like 1,000 years from now, I might have enough stone to build one of those spiffy, legendary wonders. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but we are working toward that goal. All right. What cities are good? You can build another conscript. That is just fine. And you can do the exact same thing. And that's going to give us. Then you could also run council missions, for example, and that would give you gold and civics. And but you know, this is fine with me. This is just fine. Now we're going to get 100 a turn of each, and I mean I can certainly find ways to use the conscripts in battle because I'll use them as bait units. So that'll be fine. And is Babylon actually still even fighting with Assyria, or is it just us? Yeah, technically are. I mean, they're taking their sweet time about it, but they are bringing some guys, so maybe eventually they'll do something noteworthy. Maybe I don't know. Okay, and Assyria attacked us 5 times, but they didn't kill anybody. So year 10, our losses are nothing. Now let's see if we can actually put some kills on the board and get them back to weaker. That's what we would like. So we will open by killing this guy with a swordsman. We'll heal up our spearmen. Okay, now of interest though. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so next year this guy's going to be able to hit us with some splash damage. He's going to damage a bunch of our units here, and he's out of our range. But he does have an allied unit that is in range, and if we hit it, his catapult will take at least a little bit of damage. So that's something. Okay, we have no hope of hitting that guy, but we can hit this guy. Oh, and what was that I killed a conscript there, didn't I? Yeah. So far we've killed one conscript, and we are about to put the smackdown uh, on an archer. Okay. Well, then let's see if we can do that. Oh man. Okay. Well, now wait. We're gonna back that up. Okay. So we're gonna use the same trick that we've been using. Conscript will go out, give him a little nudge, a little love tap, and then we get the kill shot. Okay, so that was another highly decorated guy off the board. Now here, let's see, I don't think we can kill this guy because I am not leaving the... Oh, we got a critical. He's dead. I think he's dead, maybe. No, he's still not dead. I don't think he can reach. Um, yeah, well, okay. Cool. So he lost one siege tower. Very nice. And we've set ourselves up to lose a conscript next go. But that is, I will take that trade all day long. All right. So he's poised for another counterattack, and we've given him a reason to do it. Down here, he has pulled back entirely. So we're just going to promote and heal. We'll give this guy, hello, yeah, give me my promotion options. Ranger, 25% from trees. We're going to be using him to take Tyria. He's going to be in the trees, so we're totally taking that. Here we will just execute a heal. And I think, because all of my ships are healed up, right? They're all patched up and ready to fight. Okay, yeah, they are. So we're ready. Okay, so then let's turn our attention to the north. Now we lost sight of his onager and chariot, and I will need to go chase him down. But I think we can probably just, yeah. So we'll kill the elephant. There's one elephant dead. And he's moved away from the pass. So I'm kind of feeling like what I want to do is occupy here, these two tiles with infantry, and then bring everybody else up. So I think I'm going to swing this swordsman around and fortify. The swordsman that got dinged up will duck back into our borders to heal. Then we'll bring another infantry up and fortify. I'll bring my onager up on the hill, unlimbered, and that gave him a range of 5. So what could he do? Okay, so basically anything in this zone, yeah, you can't see this guy, but basically anything in this zone. So if he comes at this position, the onager got him covered. And then I can bring a longbow to sit up here as well, provide some supporting fire. But now the question is, where did his lovely catapult go? Do I have an agent I can put here? I do. All right. So he's got nothing to speak of in Tushpa. I don't know where those guys went, but they ain't here. I think we're gonna back the horsemen off. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he is in range from there, but that's okay. That's not the. I mean, he may take a shot at him, and if so, we will address that as the need arises. But yeah. And we can just leave him there because they're the same family. So now we have a garrison again. And we'll fortify here. I'll bring another conscript forward. Bring the longbow up. This guy's just going to sit right where he is. He's going to sit right where he is. And he's going to sit right where he is. Now, we didn't kill a bunch, but that was still the conscript, the siege tower, and the elephant was enough to knock them back to weaker. And something tells me that year 11 is going to be a big war-changing turn. Year 11. Because I think he's gonna push toward Thebes again. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of great troops, but he's gonna deploy his conscripts, what's that, Camel Archers, probably the Slinger. I think he's gonna open up with the Onager. I think he's gonna attack, and he will, do some damage, and then we will kill all of that, and then the road's gonna be open to Thebes or to Tushpa. Okay. Well, this is proof positive that the AI can still surprise me because he didn't do anything I thought he was going to do. I thought he would make a southerly push against the defenses north of Thebes, and he came in from the other attack vector, and he's attacking my position in the Pyrenean Mountains. I did not see any of that coming. I mean, I expected that he would maybe probe the Tyrian Mountains and Uh, but I thought the main thrust of his attack would be from Tushpa south, and that's not at all what he did. Okay, well, oh man, that's a ballista. Those guys are evil. Okay, so he's got some tech we don't have, and yeah, those guys are rough. Okay, well we're gonna do barding because we can upgrade our horsemen to cataphracts and just be uh, can we afford that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're doing it our way. He's the governor of Chilcas Farms and Groves. We don't have a lot of that. Inspiring his culture. Okay, we'll take the culture because we want Chilcas to grow rapidly in that regard. So, yeah, that's fine. I think we'll jump over here and do a granary. Complete a triad of quarry. And we getting close. If I quit spending stone, we might actually be able to build one of them wonders. All right, he took a shot at my worker who is done. And I don't know that I want to be building improvements all up in in the front line. So I think we're gonna have to find. Well, first we're just gonna move him, and then we'll heal him up, and then we can figure out what we want to do with him next year. But mission accomplished. He got his quarry built, and so that's good. All right. What do we got here? He's just, yeah, we're going to leave him. I think we're just going to, no, no, because we don't have any money. So, yeah, we're just going to leave him where he is. Okay, so what are our, you're just going to build another conscript for right now. Do we have a gubernatorial candidate? We do, but I kind of don't want either of them because I don't want to lose civics or training points, even if it means gaining science. Although we do have okay, so we'll put the sloth in charge. All right, that is acceptable. Uh, what else we got? Chicklet. Chicklet is going to build a forum 2 on an archive and an archive 2 and a treasury. All right, I'll keep Chicklet busy for a while. And we do have all of our, yeah, because we don't have another citizen we can make into a thing. So, okay, well, then that's fine. All right, so that keeps Chicklet busy. Over here, he only got 13 civics. It's not going to add a whole lot. So, I think we're going to build another stone cutter. All right. Now let's take a look at the attacks. Okay. So why don't we open up by deploying our onagers to rough these guys up and kill an Axeman. So one. And what? We lost something. What did we lose? We lost a conscript. Okay. Just want to keep my record keeping going because I want to have a good, complete record of what we have been able to accomplish uh, over the course of this war. I think it's always nice to have a record of that kind of thing. You got a crossbowman. Okay. Do I have another? And I put yeah, so I only have two candidates and they're both agenting in other places, so I don't have as good of a vision into what he has over here. Although, do I necessarily need an agent in Tushan? Probably not, right? So I mean, if we have a limited amount of vision, then let's get the vision where it will do us the most good. So we can take the agent out of Tushan and put the agent in Gerbil. And that shows me some stuff. Okay. So he has enough back there to counterattack is the point. Now I think, let's see, if I bring up a swordsman and I park his out, yeah, see, crossbowmen are tough. Uh, okay, I may take this back, but let's just see if we could structure an attack that would meet all of our objectives. If I bring this guy up, if I bring this guy up, yeah, he ain't gonna do anything. Okay, so I need to bring two swords, right? And then I could, let's bring this guy over, right? And then we could go plink, and no, wait, I thought he got on a kill. I thought he got a route attack. Okay, well if he doesn't, then that's not what I want to do with him. Oh, okay. Conscript time. So we'll do conscript over here. We will just beat the hell out of this guy. Right? Then we'll take him. And he'll come in for the kill shot. So we killed one crossbow. Do I have a swordsman? I do. Okay. So swordsman comes over here. We attack the longbow. It kills the spearmen by default. And then we bring up our pike. And we kill the longbow. Okay. And that solves for that. I don't want to move my defensive line yet. We're not quite there yet. I do want to get this guy behind the line and we heal. I want to open up on these guys with the onager. I want to crush the life out of the chariot. Racked up another kill. We will bring a conscript forward. Wait, no. Hang on, I might not even need to do that though. So let's hold off on the attack because, okay, so yeah, he's going to be like 1 point away from being able to kill him. And we don't want that. So we'll do it this way, right? We bring this guy up and now we've killed a spear. So that's 2 spear. Dead. Now we bring this guy forward and we attack one of his archers, which does splash damage. We bring this guy forward and we get the kill shot on an archer, so that's another dead unit. Okay. This guy needs to heal. This guy hello. He needs to scurry back behind the line and heal. Archer pulls back to a defensive position. Conscript steps in front of him. Okay. So we're firmly in the pass now. We're firmly in the pass in the Pyrenean Mountains. It briefly looked like he was maybe going to try us around, like he was going to, use these assets to try and come at us from this other way. But I think we've gotten our guys compacted enough that he really can't do that anymore. And even if he came in, even if there's guys that I somehow don't see or magically appear or he buys from Rome or whatever, and he does come at me in force, we've still got room to just scurry back behind our borders. So we could get everybody there next turn. But I don't see a realistic way for him to do that. And we have savaged this force that he had sent against, try to keep me from coming through the pass. So next turn we're poised to come through the pass, and then we'll have a significant force sitting here in the Tushan Valley or the Tushpa Valley, ready to start getting serious about our first siege. And we got guys here just chomping at the bit, ready to go. So that was a big turn. He lost so he lost 7 units. He lost an axe, a crossbow, 2 spears, a longbow, a chariot, and an archer, and we lost a conscript. So that was big. That was the single biggest, bloodiest turn of the war. And I mean, it cost us just about all of our orders to do it, but I got my 1,000 training points. So if I needed some orders, I could buy some more. Uh, so that's not nothing. So we wrecked this force that came out into the kill floor again. We wrecked the force that was arrayed against, trying to prevent us from utilizing the pass through the Pyrenean Mountains. And now Tushpa is really under some pretty significant pressure. We haven't actually started the assault yet, but I mean we're kind of we're constricting it, and he's getting pressure from 2 sides now. So I mean it's still possible that something unexpected could happen, and he could surprise the hell out of me. But we're getting we're getting close, and when our stone count is back above 200, so in a like next turn or in 3, 4 turns from now, we will have enough stone to begin building one of our legendary wonders. And you'll notice, I mean, we're still 10 points behind because although we've been building cultural improvements and things, um, oh no, we're not. We're Greece. We're 11 points behind. So Babylon has actually passed us too, which is, again, it looks we were in second, now we're in third, so we suck, but not really. We're not as far behind as it appears. I don't believe. I mean, again, they could totally surprise me with some stuff, but I doubt that. You guys have been watching uh, my videos long enough that I feel like you've got a pretty good sense that while I might not think of every damn thing, I think of most things. And I think we have, and I've made a couple of mistakes, by the way, in the conduct of this war. The biggest one being the wrong turn on the Navy with the Dromans, and that was just a bad idea, start to finish. And so that there have been some mistakes here. And it's definitely not what I would call flawless execution. But in looking back over the 11 years, I'm not going to tally up the other guys, the Assyrian losses, but we've lost a total of what, one, two, three. We lost 2 units in a single turn. That was our worst. 4, 5, 6. We lost 7 units since the war started, and Assyria's lost 20 some odd. I'll count them up later, but yeah. So I think we're handing them their butts. All right, I think we're done. We've only got 3 orders left. I'm going to bank those. Yeah, let's just call it, and we'll see what Assyria does next. I do not believe after that turn, I do not believe that they will recover and become similar in strength to us again. I think that they're done now. We have permanently hobbled, well, not permanently. I mean, if we made peace, like right now, of course they would rebuild their military strength, but we're not doing that. So yeah, they're not quite done yet, but their goose is cooked at this point. We have hammered their army and shattered it. And well, we've no, that's overstating the case. We have hammered their army and dented it, and the next phase as we move into an offensive stance. Now we're going to shatter it. We're going to break Assyria in the next, over the next half a dozen turns or so. We're going to break them completely. So our next goal is I want to see much weaker on the board. Yeah, if he wants to, he will kill that conscript. And I'm not going to make any effort to rescue him, even if the conscript. Well, I mean, if he survives, this assault, which he won't, but if he did, I would pull him back to safety and heal him up. But we're not gonna. Eritrea, we got a Slinger. Yuck. Did he lived? My little conscript lived with a single hit point. That guy is a legend. Okay, we're actually going to change his name to Legend because that was amazing. Okay. So us in year 12, we lost nothing. Assyria, I do not believe will be able to say the same thing. But first order of business, Ardo conscript is leaving. Can he leave? Yeah, he can leave. You earned it, buddy. Get the hell out of there. All right. So this guy has become legend. He stood toe to toe with the armies of Assyria and didn't die. That's amazing. Okay. Now we got to figure out before we start attacking, we got to put our toys away. We got to get these guys back to safety. We're going to pull them back to our onager umbrella so that uh, we can continue to defend from an attack from this direction. And we're just gonna put these guys away. This guy, okay, you can just go there. That takes less orders, so that's fine. You can hop over here. Okay, so we're done. The trap is reset. Kill floor is ready to receive new victims, and we're done. Here, I don't think I'm quite ready to jump out, although he did not unlimber his onager of interest. So we actually could make a general advance toward Tushpa and start occupying some of these urban tiles and all of this. And I don't know that we have the orders to do that though. It kind of depends. Well, okay, I thought so. He pulled these guys back too. So he has nothing. He has just basically seeded the way into Tushpa. We can march into the valley right now if we damn well want to. And that's tempting. I mean, we might. We might. Let's see. So if I put it theoretically, I'm just thinking out loud here. So if I put an onager on this hill, like right here at the mouth of the pass, that'll give him a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, onager. You are vulnerable city. Could my cavalry reach? My cavalry could reach. However, I'm going to get Barding in 3 years, and I can upgrade him, and he's just going to become like Uber Tank at that point. I may want to just hold back and wait the 3 years and get Uber Tank, because that would be kind of fun, you know. Let's see, what else we got? Do uh we have a dude. He can't get there. Okay. Yeah, this dude, he could get here. Oh, and he would just lay. What is this guy? This is a Camel Archer. So we could just lay waste to the Camel Archer, although he's wounded, and that probably wouldn't be a terribly, terribly smart thing to do. But we could theoretically do it, and we could attack the onager with some swordsmen and longbow fire, and probably pour enough fire on it to kill it. I I don't know. Okay, I'm just still just thinking out loud here. So what would happen? Like, how far could we get? What could we do? Oh, look at that. We could get all the way up. We could get all up in his face. Okay, we could get all up in his face there. So the Slinger would be dead. We could actually give the city a little love tap, although we wouldn't we wouldn't be serious about it, but we could actually kind of give the city a love tap. We could park an onager here, and we could put some guys in front to provide cover. None of his other onager I see back here is not unlimbered, so he would have to move it to get it into position anyway. All right, what about this onager? Where could you go? You could get here, and that would not be close. Oh, you could get here, and that would be close enough to fire on the city. What about you? What could you do? You could get here, which would also be close enough to fire on the city. So, okay. So let's start. What I would do, and this is like my usual way of planning out these kind of maneuvers. So let's just say hypothetically, if we were to do this, so we would move our onagers up, and this moves the umbrella of uh, onager fire cover up, right? So these guys would now be able to provide covering fire like from here, one, two, three, four. So anything that's like in this zone, if our troops are in front of the onagers, then all of these guys are protected because if anyone comes at us, then we they will eat incoming onager fire for the trouble for doing that. Okay, so again, I'm not saying I might take all of this back. I just want to see what would it. Okay, no, I don't like that. I just want to see what would it look like if we broke fortifications and just started legit coming for uh, Tushpa, like we made that a thing right now. What would that what would that do? What would that be? Okay, so then we would have a swordsman here, right? We'd have a pikeman here. Okay, so that kind of establishes like a battle line, and we would need some cover for our uh, our onagers, and we would need. Yeah, see that guy couldn't make it, but this guy may be able. No, he couldn't either, and he's wounded. So, oh, what about you? No, you couldn't make it either. Okay, so what if we did this? We put the swordsman out front, right? And we fortify, and of course we want to. Well, see, but now we're almost out of orders. That's the problem. We don't. So I would probably take. No, I would leave him fortified now because his position is super important. Now, the critical thing, the absolute critical thing is to get the onagers up and unlimbered and to get a defensive line in front of them. We could bring the archers up later, right? I mean, that would be, we would want to bring the archers up, and that would be cool if we could. But to be honest, it's much more important. And this guy, even though he can't reach the city from there, we could still unlimber him and use him as support fire for incoming, badness because shit would be coming toward us for sure. So then uh, we put this guy here like this. All right. So that's as far as we could get, and then we couldn't. But then we couldn't actually. Okay, but then we couldn't actually launch any attacks. So, well, but do we need to? Because the onager can't shoot at us. The onager is not unlimbered. So, yeah, do we need to? I kind of don't think we do. We just spend this turn moving our guys, right? And then next turn, because what's the onager going to do? He has to retreat. Then he'd probably pull back with the 3 tiles he can move and then unlimber. Okay, but that gives us all of next turn to attack him. So I kind of wonder. Well, okay, but I still I don't like all of that. Okay, let's take some of it back because we're definitely advancing this turn. I just don't want to advance quite in the way that I did, right? So we're gonna we're gonna take moves back until okay. So I like this. I like the 3 onagers out there. They can all hit the city and they're in a good place. Now let me focus on the other onagers, right? So we want this guy to come up, even though he can't hit the city. He's going to provide cover fire for the rest of our guys. This guy can hit the city from here, so we're going to move him up and unlimber him. And that's 5 onagers. Is that everybody? No, we got this guy back here because we had a 6th. So we have this guy. And okay. And he can move up to here, which is not nearly as impressive and unlimber. But that gives us all of our onagers in his face and all unlimbered. Now, if we're going to do that, well, shit. No, no, we're not. Not yet. Mm-mm. I don't want to get in a hurry. I don't want to get in a hurry. Okay. Let's approach it from this side. So he can get to the mouth of the lip of the valley. All right. Well, what if we... All right, let's do it like this. So we do that, and we score a kill. Okay. Now, okay, what if we do this? How far can this guy get? Okay, that could work. So what we would do is we would lead with the conscript. Right? And then we get the kill shot from here. So we take out a Camel Archer. And then we attack the catapult. We pour fire onto the catapult. We crush the catapult. And now we got 7 orders left. So I think what I would prefer to do then would be to leave my defensive line intact, and I'll bring up my reserves first, like this, right? So we have another piece of bait sitting out here. We've got another piece of bait we could use, or he might jump in from somewhere we can't see. We even have a third piece of bait. We got a swordsman we could more or less bring into the fight next turn. And then depending on what he does next turn could be all about this force jumping into action. But that gives our capital defense unit, that gets them through the pass into the Tushpa Valley. And I mean, we're here in force. And yeah, they're not going to recover from that because so this turn they killed nothing of ours. We killed a Camel Archer, a Catapult, and a Slinger. Which, I mean, the Slinger's no big deal, but that essentially stripped away the last remnants of force in the immediate vicinity of Tushpa. So if he wants to keep it, he has to respond to this. I mean, with everything he's got, because this is not a trivial force that we put here. We got a dozen units in and around Tushpa now, and easily that many more that could reinforce. So, and his guys are kind of out of position because he sent a lot of them over here to, mess with us over in the dance floor that we built. He can spend. He's got more orders than we do, so he can put them back around the lake and reinforce Tushpa. But he's gonna have to because that forces the issue. Okay, uh, and I think we're gonna build an archive to get some more science. Okay, so at the end of the turn, we're not going to do anything with workers or any of that. So we're going to save our 1 order and be done. Now I'm dying to see what he does on year 13 of the war, because this is going to be, I think this is going to be a disaster of a year for him, but we'll see. It could be a disaster of a year for me. I could have just completely jumped the gun and walked into a trap, and we're dead. I just lost the army. I spent days building and prepping and getting ready. I hope not, but it could happen. Okay, we lose a conscript. What else? If that's the best he's going to be able to do, he's dead. We're done. We will absolutely demolish his army next turn. A big steaming chunk of it. Okay, well that's dead. Yeah, that's dead. He put the catapult in the city. That's a smart move. Um, yeah, that's good. Oh shit, I forgot we even had guys down there. Okay, so Babylon made, they were worthless. Babylon made peace. Uh, hell yeah, give us some civics. We need it. Uh, okay. So that was it, right? We lost a conscript. Okay. So be it. Our turn. Our turn. Okay. Heal up legend. Okay. We killed one spear. Okay. Killed one archer. And that is the end of the forces in this part of the theater. Okay, so let's turn our attention to the beginnings of the siege of Tushpa. If we hit here, we'll do a little bit of splash on the archer behind him. We'll move up. Devastate this guy. Just absolutely devastate him. I think here we pull the horsemen back and heal him. Bring up a longbow and kill his horsemen. Bring up an onager to provide covering fire. Swordsmen come up. Swordsmen come up. That's a second spearman dead. Okay, we have to get rid of this guy first. So we come up here with the pike. That's one conscript dead. Then and we killed this. Let me take that back. I didn't see. Did we kill the spearman behind him too? Is that? Yeah, okay. So, right. So we killed him and the shock did kill the spearman too. So that's one conscript and one more spearman. That's the third spearman this turn. So he dead. This guy actually has an extra move then. So go ahead and move him up. One more tile. Battering ram dead. Okay. Onager takes to the hill and unlimbers. Swordsman comes up. Slash. Longbow comes up. Gets the kill shot. That's one longbow dead. Spearman comes up. Okay, so that provides cover for the onager. So now let's get however many other onagers we can get within range of the city and unlimbered, let's do that. Well, no, let's don't do that because we've got this other front to contend with, and we don't have a lot of orders left. So, okay, let's kill him. Conscript is dead. That's two. Uh, yeah, we can't get in around behind him. Okay, so we'll come over here and do this. Conscript comes up, starts wailing on this guy. It won't do any significant damage, but he has to deal with it now. He has to. All right, can we get you somewhere cool? No, I mean not. And well, maybe. Yeah, so let's put you in the township, and we won't kill this guy, but we can at least hurt him some more. Okay. Now we actually could, if we wanted to spend some training points for orders, we could buy two, right? We could move him here and then, yeah, let's do that. I think that's worth it. So let's buy two orders. I'll move you to this farm and we'll just kill this. That's an archer, a longbow. I didn't see. What are you? You're an archer. Okay. Well, you're a dead archer. So cool. Okay. So year 13 of the war. We lost a conscript. Assyria lost 3 spears, 2 archers, 1 horseman, 2 conscripts, a battering ram, and a longbow. 10 units to R1. They're still showing as weaker, not much weaker, just weaker. We don't have full protection of our onagers. We don't have full light artillery support from the longbows, but we did get some of it into position. And more significantly than that, we absolutely wrecked another big chunk of Assyria's army. This is going to be the next couple of turns are going to be exceedingly dangerous because if anything unexpected happens, we could end up taking just awful losses. Decree is that gives us civics, right? Now it gives us orders. We get 12 orders. Yeah, let's do some of that. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about things now. We are, yeah, I would say we are verging on being firmly in control of the battlefield. We're not quite there yet, but we're damn close. Okay, that was a sign of absolute desperation. If you're going to expose a siege tower unit as valuable as a siege tower to kill a conscript, things have gone very wrong. Things have either gone very wrong or very right, one of the two, because there's no way that should ever even be a thing. Why, bringing a conscript or bringing a siege tower to kill a conscript, that just should not even be a thing. Gonna get ready to blog year 14. Okay. It looks like we lost somebody. I saw they were beating on a conscript up there, and it probably killed him. This guy already doesn't like me anyway, so I don't even care. Get out of my face. You know what? We're busy. Well, I don't think we're going to be issuing any orders to workers this turn. We need to focus specifically and exclusively on the needs of the army. Yes, so we lost one conscript on year 14. Now we got a couple of wrecked units that we desperately need to attend to, and given their position, I don't know that we're going to be able to save them. We will try, because I don't like losing people. I don't like wasting people. That's awful to me, and I don't like the idea of doing it. We will if we have to. We'll sacrifice them if we have to. But no, that's not enough. Okay, then that'll be enough. I'm gonna bring the swordsman up. He does splash damage against uh, that guy. Our pikemen can come over here. And that should, yeah, that'll kill it. So Assyria lost a catapult. Okay. This guy's not in range to do anything, is he? No, he's just out of range. Okay. Then we will reposition him so that he can target Tushpa itself. next turn. This guy can absolutely target the city and will. That's evil. Okay, we've got 52 orders. I can get you to safety and heal you. Horseman gets another heal. Longbow can't quite get there. Longbow can't quite get there. But we will at least pull them out of immediate danger. What can you do? You can't get anywhere, so I'll go ahead and give you another heal. What can you do? Probably not much because that spearman is in the trees. I'll take a pot shot at you. Yeah, okay. I'll move the longbowman in front of the catapult, take another shot, and then conscript comes down. And we'll just keep beating on him. It's not very efficient damage, but that arranges them in a more defensive posture, and that is important in its own way. Now, these guys, we need to get more of these guys up to the front. So this needs to come up and unlimber. This needs to come up and unlimber. This, okay, he can get pretty much wherever we need him. Okay, good. So let's do this. We'll take a shot. We got a swordsman who can get into the backfield. I'll take a shot. And then we got a pikeman who can get right here, and we'll get the kill. So we lost another siege tower. Okay, now we've only got 14. Only got 14 orders left. We don't have anybody else here. Okay, we're going to take another shot at the city with this guy. Right. Can we just meet you in the field? fighting a horseman. Okay. Can I? Yeah. Alright, so we kill the horseman. Well, we will kill the horseman. Maybe. Okay. No, that's too risky. Okay, I don't want to do that. Where can you go? Okay. Well, um, that's fairly big. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that. Right. So this guy, this is a what? A pikeman. So we can come here. We can come here and buy one order. And get a kill on a pikeman. Okay, so year 14, we lost a conscript. Assyria lost a catapult, siege tower, horseman, and a pikeman. It was not a big turn in terms of kills, but we are now verging on beginning a legit siege of Tushpa. We have pushed his army, defending it away so that our siege crew can work, and we've still got enough troops to actually continue fighting his forces while we're doing that. So next turn we will be able to hit Tushpa with 4 catapults, assuming we don't need them to help provide cover fire for the or artillery support for the army proper. All right. Gonna run an inquiry and let's see what they do. I kind of wish I'd had enough orders to move my uh, horsemen, my archer, and my pike off of the dance floor to kind of reset that. But I mean, we had we had way too much stuff going on to even think about that. So yeah, that just had to wait. I don't know that he's going to be paying a lot of attention to the dance floor from this point on, though, because I mean, we got guys right up in his face. So he has to deal with that first. I mean, that's just a given. If he doesn't, then Tushpa falls in like 3 turns. So he has to come at me as hard as he can. And we'll see. We'll see how much strength he has left based on how much stuff he kills. If he kills 1 or 2 units, you know, not a lot of strength. If he kills 5 or 6, we're in trouble because we don't have a big pool of reserves to draw from. So, oh, that guy's evil. Does he already have cataphracts? If so, we're in trouble because that's going to be hard to kill. I mean, even with a pikeman, that's going to be hard to kill. We can do it. It won't be fun, but we can do it. Okay. This is, I guess, what I would call the kitchen sink defense. He's basically just throwing as much shit at the wall as he can, everything in the kitchen sink, and seeing if something will break the attack. Oh, shit. I forgot about those guys. Okay. Well, we got to deal with that. So let's do hydraulics. We haven't accomplished our major goals in the war. Yeah, let's don't do that. That sounds like a bad idea. Alright, we'll make him a hero. Sure. Slander Assyria. Okay, first and foremost, let's go deal with these ass hats that I totally forgot were even a thing. We'll come out, we'll pop them. We'll come over here, we'll pop them. And I don't think we have a damn thing. Well, maybe. I mean, we could get, yeah, okay. Let's just put that to rest. Okay, so no more religious fundamentalists being upset with me. We lost 2 units. This is year 15. Us, we lost a what? We lost a swordsman and a conscript. Okay, fair play. And what is this guy? He's just a horseman. Well, he hit hard for just being a horseman. He knocked the shit uh, out of my swordsman there. I don't know what kind of just a sword or horseman he is, but holy crap. All right, let's do some inquiry. And they're still weaker and they still have better tech, even though we've been running like full tilt on the tech thing. We just can't seem to catch anybody. You know what else we need to do then? We need to do another uh, another thing, another mission for the. Okay, we're just gonna run council. It's gonna give me training, civics, and money. Yeah, so we'll do that for a turn. Figure it out. Okay, let's spend some orders on a law. I want to get tolerance up and running. Yeah, pass it. And that's all we'll do right now. I think. And buy and sell orders. I mean, that would come in handy. I don't know. We'll think about that. For the moment, weaker. Oh, yeah. Oh, Spy Master's already off doing a thing. Oh, because we sent her on that. I shouldn't have done that then. Yeah, we sent her on that mission to slander. I'd have rather had the tech. Oh, but we can upgrade Haas here to. Yeah, I don't even care. I don't even care how much it is or what it is. Fine. Give it. Okay. Can I? Oh, because we don't have the money. Even if we spent all of our money, we still wouldn't have enough food. Holy smokes. That's obscene. But that tells me nobody has food. So nobody has food to spare. Okay. Uh, good to know. Good to know. That's I've never seen food that high. 35.1. My God, that's crazy. Okay. Well, the first that we did manage to rescue all of these guys. So let's get them patched up and we can put them back into the fight. Okay. First, let's deal with this. So if we turned our catapult around and just shot at this asshat, could we then, it'd be 1 point shy of killing him. Okay, well then could we kill it with this, like our swordsman newly healed up? No, it'd still be 1 point shy. Well, damn. Okay. So we're just gonna have to suck it up and do it. I mean, I don't I don't know that we can't be attacked from both sides. That's not that's not even a thing that can happen. Okay, actually, yeah, let's take back the fire. And what I'll do is this guy we'll force march him to here, right? Because we can do that. So force march him, we'll whack him, and then longbow gets the kill shot, and then swordsmen come over here and start wailing on the catapult. So he lost one chariot. Okay. So that's a thing. That's done. They got guys coming down from Tushan. I mean, pushing us hard here. We probably need to fall back and reinforce. And we've got guys that we can reinforce with. Okay, so let's rescue these guys because they're in trouble. They are in trouble. So if we fired on this, that would kill. Oh, got the wrong unit highlighted. Yeah, so if we fire on this, that wouldn't quite kill anybody, but that's okay. If we bring the Pikemen over, okay. So he lost one spear. I'll pull the longbow back. They lost one conscript. Uh, uh, this guy never fired. Oh, you dick. Okay. Well, then let's fire on him now, by God. Boom. Okay. Boom. Oh, that kills another conscript. Two more conscripts. Okay. Yeah. So let's get down here where I can see. Wait a minute. What did you do? Yeah. Okay. So I want you here, and you can fire on this guy, right? Another spearman. Okay. Well, he's still got some forces here. I mean, he's still potentially threatening, and he's probably going to kill that swordsman next turn. You got a mace and two archers and a longbow. So yeah, he's going to kill that swordsman. Nothing I can do about that, but we are going to open fire on Tushpa with 3 onagers. Come on, fire on the city, please. Fire on the city. There it is. Dude, computer's lagging super bad. Okay. Well, we are still some distance from taking Tushpa out of the equation, but we are getting there. Okay. So this guy's dead. I mean, he's not dead yet, but he will be. There's one dead pike. No, dude, really? Swordsman, hit him. Pike, move to the scrub, because we got archers up there, and hit him. Alright, that's another dead spear. That's 3 for the turn. Okay, we got 8 orders left. What is this? Marsh. I don't want to stand on a marsh. Ugh. Oh wait, and this guy, no, because this dude never made his attack. Okay, well that's the 3rd spear. Okay. Jeez. Now he's dead. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move a longbow up, and we're going to continue beating the shit out of these guys. He's right next to the city. I'm just going to take a shot at it with my dude. All right, we got the city. Yeah, we got the city almost to half strength. Uh, I need to get. Yeah, and if he's one closer, could he? Yes. So I need to buy 2 more orders. I'm gonna put him there and unlimber him. So next turn we'll have yet another onager to fire on Tushpa, and that is the end of year 15. So, final count, we lost a sword and a conscript. Assyria lost a chariot, 3 spears, 3 conscripts, and a pikeman. So, 8-2. Okay, prepping for year 16. I'm gonna pause for a second and guzzle some coffee and cough my brains out. Okay, I have to believe that in the nearish future, we are going to see Assyria move to much weaker. We've been killing, I mean, unless their production is like triple what ours is, we've been killing guys at an absolutely insane rate. And yeah, we should be seeing that switch soon. Of course, it did take us a long time to get from similar. Oh, yeah, we need the civics so bad. Okay, we're not going to do any of that stuff right now. Um, we lost 1 unit. We lost that swordsman that they had weakened previously. All right, and we damn near lost a pike. Look at that. Okay, so first order of business, let's rescue the pike. We will pull him back and heal him. Second order of business, these catapults that can't hit anything but Tushpa, let's fire on Tushpa. If they had enemy troops in range, I would say let's fire on those enemy troops, but since they literally can't hit anything but the city, let's just make that happen. Okay. So barring any catastrophic event, Tush Bazaar's next turn. We could theoretically get it this turn, but and I'm curious. I just want to see. Okay, we're doing it. These guys are just awful. They're the most powerful units in the game. And they're just, I mean, they're just terrifying. So he's going to come here and pop this guy, right? And then, wait, why didn't he get a route? We killed the dude, right? So can it attack again after defeating a unit in combat? Well, we just defeated a unit in combat, so why didn't we get a route? Eh, I don't like that. Okay. Can I, hang on then, let me do this a different way. Yeah, okay, route, 12 hit points. Oh, and now we did. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work on the, uh, so he lost, what was that? A Maceman, one Mace, one Conscript. Okay, well, let's come down here and hit this, right? Cataphract moves in. That's his second Mace. Okay. This is just a garden variety archer. Can we? No, he's got the big defensive bonus. Okay, so we'll give him some support fire. And now we'll kill the archer. That's one archer dead. And we can still do 5 points of damage to the longbow. So, I mean, let's. Okay, we had a 3 unit kill streak. I think my record is 35 with one guy, with one. That was crazy demo thing I was doing one time just to see how high I could ratchet it, and it was crazy. I was playing Assyria, and yeah, it was evil. It was awful. It was awesome, but it was awful. No, 22. 22 is it. That was the. I don't want to overstate the case. Okay. We may be able to take Tushpa this turn if I'm willing to get a little risky here. Let's see. Okay. So if we bring these guys in and take a shot, and we bring these guys in and take a shot, and then we bring Swordsmen up and take a shot, We have Tushpa this turn. After breaching, we seize the works of Assyrian philosophers. We can gain a point of wisdom, or we can, yeah, well, let's gain wisdom. That was big. That was big. And they're now much weaker. We did it. We have shattered the Assyrian army. Now our army's in rough shape, and we're going to need to. We got 4 turns till we capture the city, so we're going to need some time to uh, rebuild and recover the army, and then we're ready for phase 2. I'm going to kill another catapult. But from here, I think it's going to be like taking candy from a baby. I mean, they don't have anything left. We, I mean, they've got a navy. They've got a dozen ships in their navy. That's what they've got left. We bled them dry in the dance floor, and with our defensive wall north of Thebes, we let them come to us. We waited, bided our time, played very cautiously and defensively until we had uh, martial superiority. We developed a second flank on Tushpa by coming through the Pyrenean Mountains, and then we absolutely demolished their army and captured the first of 4 planned city captures. And I mean, at this point, honestly, with their army utterly defeated, there would be nothing preventing us from uh, just conquering Assyria all in one shot. We'd have to, we'd have to take breaks. We'd have to stop. Like, we captured Tushpa, which was this hellishly big undertaking, and our guys are all banged up. So, what we're going to do, like in the next video, if you did, I'll probably go ahead and make a next video. But what we're going to do next is, we'll keep skirmishing with whatever little forces he's got around, but mostly we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back. We're going to complete the capture of Tushpa until it becomes friendly territory, our borders. Right now, it's in the process of being captured, so it's still hostile territory. So our guys can't heal up in it, but that's only going to be for 4 years. Once it's our territory, we can heal up in our new city. We reorganize the army, and then we make a push for Tushan. That's the next item on the agenda. So we leave a holding force here to hold off whatever attackers he might have in store for us, and then we advance to Tushan, and we take that, and we occupy the pass, and that that closes off. That takes out a big chunk of Assyrian territory. Now, the alternate approach, and I honestly haven't quite decided which one of these would make the most sense, is because he doesn't really have a lot of strength in Tushan anyway. So what might be the better play, and I'll have to think about this well, as I'm getting ready to end this video and go get some dinner and some more coffee and whatever. But the alternative plan, and this is actually the more I think about it, I'm kind of leaning toward this, is so we've captured Tushan, that's awesome, or we captured Tushpa rather, and that's awesome, and that's great. So we pull the army back. We fight a defensive fight in and around Tushpa to make sure we keep it. It flips, the borders turn to ours. We heal all our guys up, and then we just hold here. We probably pull, well, we definitely pull some of the onagers away. We probably pull a couple of the troops away. We leave a big enough force in and around Tushpa that if they come at us from the north or from the east, we got it. We can hold them off, whatever. But then these guys are still in, pretty good shape, and all they need is some more infantry and maybe another onager or two, and they could push into the tangles and we knocked these out. Well, he's already moved all of his forces away from here. He did that when he was trying to rescue Tushan. So there's really not anything preventing us from just walking right up and starting to beat the crap out of both these cities. So we do a holding action in Tushpa, we take Tyria, we take Gerbil, and then we hold here, and then that frees up, or if we could like split the force that takes Gerbil, leave some here, leave some in Tushan. These guys are all primed and ready to go now because they've had plenty of time to heal. So then they just march up the road and take Tushan, and we're done. That was our initial four city objective, and I think I like that approach better. Because this army is all torn to hell. It's going to need some time to get put back together proper and get everybody healed up and all that. Whereas these guys are ready to rock and roll. We throw them a couple of onagers, we give them a couple of reserve infantry, and off they go. They're ready to fight. So yeah, and I don't even know that we would need the reserve infantry because the reserve infantry idea was based on the fact that there would be defenders in and around these two cities that we'd have to slog our way past, but they're gone now. So we have three onagers here. One, two, three. Yeah, we give them one, maybe two onagers, and we're ready to go. When we take Tyria, it's just got walls. I don't think they've done anything else to it. Even if they have, it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got the firepower. If we needed it, we could just keep adding onagers until it fell down. And, so yeah, we've got that. We've got that. But at this point, with Assyria showing much weaker for the first time in the game. Now, again, this process took 16 years, 16 turns of pretty hard fought warfare. But in 16 years' time, we were able to absolutely grind Assyria to dust. So this is where I'm going to leave it for now because I'm really tired. Um, and the next video will be all about defending our newly captured city, putting everything back together, kind of, reorganize, getting ourselves organized again, and then making the push for the second leg. And I think this will be, as I've been talking and kind of thinking through it, yeah. So Tyria is our next target. We'll hold in Tushpa, heal those guys up, give them a much needed break, transfer some onagers down here, and we'll just make use of this force that's ready to go, and we'll push into Tyria and we'll take it next. And I mean, guys, we're we're there. We're there. So, right now we're still in third place because Babylon surpassed us. Um, but we're rapidly approaching the end of the tech tree, and we have really good research now, and we have plenty of orders now. So everything kind of came to fruition for our kingdom. And what is this? What does this do for us? So Trade League will give us okay, so we could build, it would cost us a bunch of science, but we We get 20% output for all of our mines, quarries, lumber mills. We get, okay, so we would get, yeah, almost a little more than half a civic, 2.4 training, a little bit of culture, $60, 40 more metal, 60 more stone, and 28 more wood per turn. And we can build like we can build cavalry everywhere. That's fairly cool. Or we could take Trade League, which would unlock the convoy, which is awesome. Selling and buying at the same price, given the price of food, that would be awesome. We probably want Trade League, to be honest. Holy War, random promotion. Not sure I care about the random promotion, really, and the hurrying with money's okay, but I don't know that we need either of those, honestly. Polytheism would be useful, but we haven't actually built any shrines since like I took the game over. So I don't know that we need that either. So we don't need that. We don't need that. Monetary reform would give us happiness and no unhappiness from hurrying. That would be fun. Coin debasement would give us can buy and sell orders. That would be, very fun. So I don't know. I'll sleep on that. We don't really need any of this stuff at this point. I mean, I think we've got the game pretty well in hand now. Uh, so Babylon's super happy with us. I think we can. I think we can repair this relationship, though. I think we should, after the war is over, we should try to make nice with her. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. Let's see. Families or everybody's super happy. Uh, Religious head, reasonably happy. Uh, we need to work on our relations with the small council. I'd like to see green up there, so that's a thing that we can work on for next time. I don't know. There's a lot to think about, and my brain is as tired as my voice. So I will end this video here, and I will see you again soon, where we will take a brief respite after beating the crap out of the city of Tushpa, and then continue to make war with Assyria. But if the person who sent the save game in originally is watching that, I hope that you got a tremendous amount of satisfaction out of watching Assyria just get utterly thrashed. That was the whole point behind declaring war on those guys to begin with, because they jumped you and gave you a bad experience in the game. And for that, they got their butts utterly kicked. And we ain't done kicking yet. So I'll be back for round 2 of the butt kicking. See you soon.